of Ireland to come. What sort of challenge do you expect in Dublin?
Tough one. I would imagine any team going to Dublin to play a game can expect a tough match. Obviously the last 2 games have gone against them, but only by 1 goal. Previous to that, a really good 8-game run where they went unbeaten. And within that 8-game run was Portugal and Belgium, so we expect a tough game.
Yeah, people might look at the recent results. Do you think that'll make them more dangerous, or maybe you can take advantage of the way their form is just now?
Well, they'll be wanting to get a foothold in the group. You know, they probably started the group with high expectations. It hasn't worked out for them in the 2 games so far, so they'll be looking at a home game against Scotland and hoping that they can get a foothold in the group to make the games in September meaningful for them.
Positive performance and result for Scotland on Wednesday. How do you keep that momentum going now, or building that momentum again?
That's just a case of doing what we did before, going game by game, try to get the positive result that keeps a run going. But it's only 1 game, so we know we've got a lot of work to do to put together another long unbeaten run.
We talked about the strength of the squad before, and the fact you made 6 changes midweek. Does that now give you food for thought, or was this always a plan to keep freshening it up given the camp and the time of the year?
You have to react to different games in different situations. Different results can change your mind a little bit. Was pleased with the team the other night. I thought they did well. There will be some more rotations, but maybe not as many as 6.
What do you look for now? What more do you want from this Scotland team, or is it just simply win the game and move on to the next?
Keep winning, keep playing well. I think that's the most important thing. Was a good way to bounce back the other night. We, like you said, we won the game, but we also performed well. So that was good. That was pleasing. We would have taken a win. If we'd won the game, it'd have been great. We'd have moved on. But we want to carry on the good performances, and hopefully we can put on another one in Dublin.
Can you just finally, from me, confirm the changes or additions that you've made in terms of the squad?
I've lost a couple. I mentioned way back at the start about wedding dates and whatever. So Zander, Clarke and Liam Cooper have both left the squad to go away and get married, and we wish them well. I've called up Robbie McCrory, who's come in as another goalkeeper for us. So good for Robbie.
Steve, you spoke about Andy Robertson after Wednesday night, but you seem to have a lot of good lieutenants in the team now. How key is that to building another long run? These players keep going.
It's important. It's important that you've got good senior players in the group, and we've got a lot of captains out there. We've got Carl McGregor, captain of Celtic, Grant Hanley, captain of Norwich, Craig Gordon, captain of Hearts, Andy Robertson, captain of Scotland. So we've got plenty of captains here. When Liam Cooper's in the squad, captain of Leeds. So we've got a lot of good leaders in the group, and we have got a lot of young players as well. So for them, it's important that the senior boys, the leaders, if you like, help them to improve.
And I know he's not a captain, but John McGinn, 46 caps so far for Scotland. You see him as a leader on the park as well?
He's a leader on the pitch. He's also a leader off the pitch. He's good for the group. He's good for the atmosphere around the place, John. He's a bit of a joker. Can put a smile on your face. Can even put a smile on my face sometimes. But he's not so much about that. He's just a good character, good to have around. And we're lucky with the squad of players that we've got, and that we've got a lot of really good characters in there.
In terms of the players who made their debuts the other night, Anthony Ralston, for example, these are young players just coming into a squad. Now, a couple of years ago, I think Anthony being involved in Scotland, you could never have looked at that. What have you seen in him in particular that is giving you the confidence that he can do the job that you want him to do? Just
progression. I think when you see somebody developing and coming on the way that Anthony Ralston has done in the last 12 months, you look at someone like that and think that they keep improving, and if they keep improving, then you have to give them the opportunity, and that's exactly what happened with Tony.
And finally, for me, it's been a long, hard season, Steve. How much are you looking forward to a break after the Armenia game?
No, I'm looking forward to the next 2 games. Obviously, I get quite a lot of time off between camps, so when we're in camp, I love it. I love being involved. I love being around the players. I love thinking about training session, tactics, games coming up, watching videos. So for me, I enjoy these camps. I don't really look forward to the end of them, to be honest. So, holidays for me take care of themselves. But when I'm in camp, I enjoy my work.
Not sure how much you've spoken about David Marshall's departure, Steve. Was that a surprise to you?
It was a little bit. It was a little bit of surprise. Certainly the timing in the middle of the camp. But listen, I had a good chat with David. His mind was made up shook hands. I thanked him for everything that he'd done for the national team and wished him well for the rest of his club career.
Is there a chance in an emergency he would come back and help out? If you spoke about that?
No idea.
In terms of the understudies, how important is it to get some of them caps in case something does happen to Craig?
No, I think you have to look. It's difficult to just cap a player now. There's not too many friendlies around. At the right time, and if we have to do it, then I've got every confidence. If I had to put in Zander or Liam or Robbie, that they would certainly do the job.
Going back to Ireland, I mean, how much pressure do you think's on them now that they've got off to a start which has included 2 defeats?
I don't know, to be honest. It's probably a question for Stephen Kenny and not for me. We concentrate on ourselves. We'll go there and we'll try and put them under even more pressure.
Do you consider yourself favourites for the game, Steve, considering, you were at the Euros last summer, they weren't, they're coming into the game on 2 losses, or is it even? Have they got the edge because it's at home? How do you see the game?
I don't think it really matters. It's a game between 2 teams that will play British-style football. It'll be I'm not going to say it's a local derby, but it's a derby-type game. Sometimes you don't know what to expect. Favourites and not favourites and second favourites and whatever. I'll leave that to the bookmakers.
Are these kind of games you look forward to, when the draw was made, thinking away to Dublin in the summer, a lot of fans think 2,500, maybe more going over?
Should be a good atmosphere, should be a good game, and hopefully we can send the Tartan Army home happy. And
just, going back to the goalkeeper situation, why was it Robbie McCrory that you called up? What do you see in him, and have you seen anything in training so far?
He's only just trained today, but he was great.